Well, that certainly could have gone a lot better. What do we do? Well, I think Josh has sunk his own game because he had an idol and he's played it for David, but now there's no idol. And as long as he doesn't find it again, then we can potentially take him out. And I think that's just the smartest move. Keep things simple. As long as you guys agree with that. Yeah, I'm down for that. So, I know better than most that you're never going to get it exactly the way you want to in this game. So I was shocked that Josh made that move. And I thought I could trust Josh, but now I probably should have known a bit better. But now it is time for him to go. And me, Marjorie, Jessica, and Georgia, and we could potentially get David on board, but you know, he may have won faith with David because of what he did last tribal. The four of us plan to take out Josh. And if we do lose again, I think that's the smartest move because it's a simple boot and it probably will get me into the merge with a 4-person alliance. Plus the others that were in my alliance before the tribe swap. Dude, aren't you a little bit worried that the others might target you? Of course I'm worried, but I don't really care. I mean, in Season 5, I was always on the chopping block, but I managed to get my way to Final 5. I intend to do that this time around, but instead of Final 5, make it to Final 2 and then win the game. I see. Last tribal, I made a big move, and that was playing my idol for David. And I told David to vote for Grace. Now, in that situation, I could have gone to vote for anybody. I put him down for Grace because, one, I could have taken out a big threat in one of the winners. However, Grace was a big threat. She's strategic, but she also has a social game which the others don't possess. And, you know, the person who will take down me will probably be someone with a big social game, because in a situation, if it was me or her on the chopping block, well, you know, people might want to take her, might want to keep her over me, you know, that's not a good thing. Also, keeping the 2 winners still potentially keeps a shield around for me. I know I'm going to have a target on my back from now on, but it'd be much easier to shift a vote onto one of the winners than to shift a vote onto Grace if she was still here. So, I think last tribal I made the best move. So if we lose again, what are you going to do? Well, the reason why I took out Grace was because if I needed to, I could use the 2 winners as a shield, but also as a scapegoat, because I think it would be much easier to convince Jessica and Marjorie to take out one of the 2 winners. Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. People will say I probably got manipulated by Josh at last night's tribal, which is probably correct, but I did that because I wanted to stay. Now I like Grace, but I liked myself more, and so of course I was going to do what Josh told me to do if it meant I got to stay here, because before tribal I was in a bit of a bad spot. But do I want to work with Josh? No, because Josh is a kind of guy who says, this is too boring now, time to go against the grain, and that's just not how I want to play the game. So, the move I want to make at the moment isn't really much of a move. It should just go to the other 4 and say, yeah, just vote out Josh and keep things simple. Because right now, I just want to get to the merge, and I think I can do that if I throw Josh under the bus. Maybe 4. Oh, hey David, what do you want? Well, can I talk to you? Absolutely. Okay, I don't know where, well, you guys sit, but the reason why, well, Grace went home was because Josh came up to me and said I was going home, but he was willing to play the idol on me if I did what he said. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that because Josh is the kind of player to go against the grain. Exactly what I was thinking. But I also think he did it to try and manipulate me and just get me underneath his wing, but I'm not prepared to do that. So if the four of you wanted to vote out Josh, just letting you guys know that you don't need to worry about me, I'm down for that. But would it be smart to potentially split the vote in a situation where Josh could find an idol again? Wouldn't be a dumb idea. If you guys really want to, and I know this probably sounds dumb if he does play the idol, I would be prepared for you guys to throw 2 votes on me. Because I don't think you'll have one, but yeah. I mean, I guess so. So David wants to work with the 4 of us to take out Josh, and yeah, I think that's genuine. He says that we should potentially split the vote and they should chuck 2 votes on him. That I don't believe. I think what he's doing that is to try and get the 4 of us to trust him, and then later on he might maneuver the split vote into a different direction, which I think is what his plan is. Do I think it's a good idea? I mean, it's fine. I don't mind 5 votes. I don't mind the 5-person alliance working together. I just am a little skeptical because if we ask to split the vote and he decides to change the split vote and put 2 votes on me, so if Josh then plays the idol, then I go home. Oh, we have a different story. Look, I'm all for splitting votes, but I think it's just smart if we put all 5 votes on Josh. Really? Because I don't think that's a smart idea. Look, it probably is a dumb idea, but I don't think David wants 2 votes on him. I think he's doing that to just get us to gain trust with him. Ah, I see. You're really thinking outside the box. And I'm worried that, he will try and change it to put 2 votes on probably me or you or you two or something like that. And I trust that he will work with us, but I don't think he's genuine about putting 2 votes on himself in a split vote situation. Because you just wouldn't. Who would do that? Yeah, I see your point. So, I feel very good right now because even though the tribal didn't go our way, I feel like I'm in a very good position. I haven't heard my name at all so far. What am I doing right here that no one wants to take me out? I'm just playing a very good social game, and I intend to keep on doing that. If I've heard David's name, I've heard Josh's name, I've heard a bunch of people's names recently. None of my name hasn't come up. What am I going to do? Nothing. Because what I'm doing is working at the moment, so why try and change it? I'm in a very good position right now, so yeah, let's just keep things ticking. Did Josh say anything else to you? Yes, he did say something else. So he said that what his plan was to try and get me, you, and Marjorie on board to maybe take out a winner, because he thought it would be easier to flip you two to take out a winner. And yeah, that's the kind of the reason why I voted out Grace, was to keep the 2 winners here. Huh. I mean, did it sound tempting to you? I mean, yeah, always taking out a big threat is tempting to me. However, I've got massive trust with Jerry, and I would like to get to know Georgia a bit better. I mean, me and you both agree that eventually we're going to have to take one of those 2 out, right? But I don't think now's the right time to do it because we do have a simple vote on Josh. Huh. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm down for that. Josh isn't necessarily the person I would say I want to work with, but he's definitely a person I could see myself working with for a vote, because he wants to make a big move, and I would want to make a big move, so it just seems smart to keep him around. However, there's a big group of us that want to take him out because it's a simple vote. And it's a bit boring to me because I think the reason why Josh made the move was because it got boring and he just wanted to make a big move. And I kind of feel the same way, but I suppose the smartest move at the moment is to just play it cool and, make the simple vote on Josh happen. Or is it? You never know. If an opportunity to make a big move came up, would you do it? What, like taking out one of the winners? Exactly. What do you mean by this? Well, Josh's plan, I heard from David, was to get me and you to flip and work with him and David to take out one of the winners. However, we've got 5 people working together to take out Josh, which is a simple move. I'm kind of thinking, because we're going to want to take out the winners eventually, but would you be interested in doing it? I mean, come on, Jessica, you'd know me. I'm like, cool, big move, let's do it. However, we're both smart girls, and, well, you're a girl, I'm an old lady. True. So, I think the thing to do is to just make the smartest move, and I think in this case, is taking out Josh the smartest move? And that's the question. Because I'm all for taking out a winner. How much fun would that be? But you still need to make the smartest move. And I don't think, I mean, Josh made a big move, but I think he did it too early. Okay, well, we'll go with that then. I know I probably burnt a little bit of trust with Mike at the Daryl boot. And so I'm trying to kind of scramble for allies, and I feel like working with Jessica would be a pretty good idea, because I like Jessica because she's smart, but she could also, you know, hold up as a shield for me. Not using a winner as a shield, but like a different player where you're on the same kind of level in terms of strategy, and you can work together, but she's more of a threat than I am, so it's a perfect alliance I see. And yeah, I'm down to working with her, but I think me and her, its smartest move is to take out Josh, even if taking out a winner would be tempting. Dude, I don't want to make you panic, but I think you're going grey. Well, I've got grey here? Yeah. Oh my god, I see it. Don't you see it? No, don't, please tell me you're teasing. No, you're going grey. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. Oh, this is not good. I've got to go to the water well real quick. Dude, we're just kidding. Oh, don't do that. Originally, getting Rob on board with me and Nixie was meant to be a strategic move, but it's become more of an alliance. However, you know, I still feel like he has more gravitation towards Mike. So if Mike doesn't work with me and Lexi, we're probably screwed, and that side's going to have a majority, and then one of us is going to go out. Yeah, that just doesn't sound fun to me. I know the problem here, because it's the Patagonia members versus basically everybody else, with Rob and Mike in the middle. And yeah, so Rob though, however, is becoming more of, you know, an ally than a strategic number. And I have a feeling that Rob might be able to convince Mike to work with me, because I don't think Mike would 100% want to work with me, because, you know, although me and him have respect for each other, we didn't really get along well in New Zealand, because he voted me out. Well, I took myself out of the game basically because I drew a red rock. Rob, do you think you'd be able to convince Mike to work with us? Is that because me and Mike are in the middle? Yes. I mean, I can try. I mean, we don't really need to limit ourselves to one person. I mean, I know you're aligned with him, Mike, but I might be able to try and convince one of the girls to flip onto our side. I've got a good social game. Well, go for it. I mean, no harm, no foul. We know the situation here. We need another member and then we're sweet. So whatever you need to do it. I see this as a great opportunity to lasso in another alliance member. And who do I want to work with? Well, I've got good vibes from Madison and I want to talk to her. But also, I don't want to sound selfish here. If things do go south and Rob and Mike work with the Patagonia members, then hopefully the connections I try and build with those three convince them to keep me around over Jim. I wouldn't want that because I want Jim to stay, but you kind of need to prepare for the worst. Mike, are you in with this group? I honestly see myself working with this group more, mainly because I don't really trust Jim, because I personally think he's out for a vendetta against me. Yeah, I can see that. So, I can try and convince Rob, but I'll try and convince Rob anyway to try and bring him into the alliance, because I'm aligned with him, but we really don't need him. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. At the moment, it's the Patagonia members versus Lexi and Jim. In between, we've got Mike and Rob. Now, it's a very standard predicament. However, the predicament's still there. At the moment, my side seems to be in the driver's seat. I know, well, better than anybody else, that this plan could go south. If we go to tribal, and if Mike and, well, if let's say Jim and Lexi get the majority somehow, how am I going to ensure myself that I stay? And if I do stay, how am I going to ensure myself that I'm not in a bad position going into the merge? What I got to do? Play it cool and, you know, just work on my social game, you know, because that is the most important thing at the moment. If things stay the way they are, we've got a pretty simple vote on probably Jim because Mike doesn't trust him. We just stick to our social game, hopefully go into the merge, not behind. But, you know, as much as I feel safe at the moment, you never just quite feel safe in this game. How do you feel? Oh, I don't feel good at the moment, you know? I mean, like, you always got the thing at the back of your mind saying, oh, look at this position you're in, it's so good. Be ashamed if it failed, you know? And I don't like that. Yeah, I see that. But at the moment, we do have a majority, and if we get Rob on board, then those two really don't have anything. Plus, like, oh, I suppose I can't say that you won't be targeted. You are a challenge beast. Really not helping Kelly. I know, but nothing to worry about, okay? You've played this game before. You've dealt with this stress before. That is true. I'm very happy with my position because at the moment we have a majority. I wouldn't say that this pre-merge has particularly been straightforward or really one to remember at all, but as long as I can get to the merge, I'll be fine, I reckon, because I can rebuild, and that's how I won in Patagonia. I rebuilt every single day, got stronger, got better at the game, and that's how I won, and I'm prepared to do it again. So I'm very curious where you sit, because me and you are in the middle right now. See, honestly, I favor more with Jim and Lexi. Why? What about you? That's a shame, because I favor with the Patagonian members. It's going to make it difficult. Now, I know you probably are convinced to take out one of the Patagonian members because you probably perceive them as a big threat. However, you need to understand that I can't really go against the grain because one, I don't trust Jim, and also if I do take out a big threat, that will hurt my game in the long run. And it will possibly hurt your game in the long run because you're going to be perceived as a challenge beast and a social player as well. And there's another challenge beast and social player on my side, that being Nick. So you will also have a shield. Yeah, I get that, but I get good vibes from Jim and Lexi, and I know you probably don't get that, but I think it's worth your while considering working with them. I'm very much stuck between a rock and a hard place, because, well, my brain's telling me that it's best to work with Mike. 5-person alliance, might not be taking out the biggest threat, but you keep shields around for the merge. But I really want to work with Jim and Lexi because the last few tribal councils, people have gone home that I've rather liked. And I don't want to play this game. I want to play this game strategically, don't get me wrong, but I also want to play this game with people I want to play the game with. And I like Mike, I want to play the game with Mike, but I also want to play the game with Jim and Lexi because I get good vibes from them, especially Lexi. Although she did vote me out in Solomon Islands, I kind of moved on from that, you know. I don't really hold a grudge. I've got to be very careful about Rob here because Rob is the type of player to make a move from the heart but also make it very strategic at the same time, and that could be entirely bad for my game. Now, I want to work with Rob because I trust the dude. I don't trust Jim at all, and I don't really want to work with him, and I kind of want to take him out before the merge because, like I said, I think he's got a vendetta against me. I can't quite put my rock on it. Are you ready to get to your 6th immunity challenge? Yeah. Okay, first things first. Shapira, get your first look at the new Saboga tribe. Grace, voted out at last night's tribal council. Okay, for today's challenge. From season 6, every member of each tribe will balance on a pedestal for as long as possible. If you fall, you guys are out of the challenge. The last person left standing not from both tribes, just the last person left standing will win immunity and will be safe from the vote, because both tribes are going to tribal council. Also, if the last person is left standing from one of the tribes, that tribe will be going to tribal council second. Okay, we'll draw for spots and we'll get started. Okay, everybody is in position and this challenge is on. This is a tense challenge. You can count this as a first opportunity to see where everyone sits in immunity challenge competitions. Just because it looks strength-based doesn't mean it is. This is a purely agility, strength-based challenge. Just because you're the strongest at maybe lifting stuff up doesn't mean you're going to last the longest. Marjorie falls. She's the first person out of this challenge. Everybody else has been going strong for the moment. Congratulations, you've been going for 10 minutes. Keep it up. Mike drops. He's out of this challenge. And Georgia drops seconds later. We are down to 10. 2 people are going home tonight. The only thing that can really protect you is this necklace. So there's a lot on the line. Madison falls. She's the next person out of this challenge now. You've got to dig deep. Not only for yourselves, but for your tribe. If you were the last person standing, your tribe will be going to tribal council second. That might not sound like much, but it could mean a lot. David falls. He's out of this challenge. Jim falls quickly after. That's 2 in the space of a minute. We are down to 7 people left. 3 people for Saboga, 4 people for Shapira. Who's gonna win it? Lexi falls. She's not gonna win it. Josh can't hold on much longer. He's out. Kelly also falls. We are down to 4. They are Jerry and Jessica for Saboga and Rob and Nick for Shapira. These guys have been going for 1 hour. Keep it up. We have 3 challenge beasts and Jerry. Hey, Jeff, I'm strong. Well, you keep your focus straight, Jerry. You might get distracted. And Jerry loses focus. He falls. He's the next person now of this challenge. Can Jessica hold on against the 2 boys? Let's find out. These 3 are still standing strong. Rob steps down, which means we have a showdown between Jessica and Nick, fighting it out for immunity. This is going to be an intense battle. Both tribes are going to tribal council. The only thing that can save you is this necklace. So dig deep. And Nick falls, which means Jessica will be the only person immune at tribal council tonight. Well, congratulations, Jessica. You're the only person immune. And because of that, your tribe will attend tribal council second. Meanwhile, Shapira, I'll see you first tonight. Alright, got nothing else for you guys. Grab yourself back to camp. I'll see both tribes tonight. This might put a target on my back, but I also taught those 2 boys who I considered challenge beasts that I've still got it, you know? I might be a lady, but I can take down any man. It is particularly disappointing to lose that challenge, especially because I won it in season 6. Well, I was one of the winners, and it would have been nice to have won that because I would have felt safe. But now if things go south, I could be targeted. I don't like that very much. So you're gonna work with us? I mean, I want to, but I will admit that Mike isn't 100% at the moment, like, of working with you. Huh. Well, anyway, the plan is, well, I don't even know what the plan is. I mean, do we just vote for Nick because challenge beast prowess? I mean, yeah, but that would kind of mean the same thing for me. He's kind of a shield for me. Yeah, but most of those guys are. We could try and take out the winner. We could try and go for, I don't know, Kelly. What do you think? Sure. I mean, no winner's been taken out at the moment, and I mean, I feel like if we get to the merge, then, I mean, they're probably going to be taken out early in the merge, but it's good to get started now, I guess. I mean, I have nothing against them. It's been 18 days since the start of this game, and there's still 4 winners here. It's time to start taking them out. I mean, boring. Oh, it was boring on day, like, 3, okay? But now it's not boring anymore. It's time to take out a winner. I firmly believe that. We might not have Mike on board, but I still reckon I might be able to convince Madison to work with me, because I feel like I could get along well with her. I've been meaning to talk to you. About what? Well, I know we kind of haven't had the greatest conversation yet, but I do get good vibes from you. And my side, just come out right and say it, I'm voting for Kelly. Huh, why do you think I'd do that? Well, I know that you're probably aligned with her. However, look, I reckon me and you, we're social players, we're kind of strong, but our strategy game is also pretty good, I'd say. And when the time comes to it, I think me and you would want to make moves together. And I firmly believe that. I get good vibes from you, Madison. I mean, I kind of do get the same from you. So you want to take out Kelly, who is arguably one of my closest allies, because it's a big move. Yeah, but also I feel like it will be able to spark a good connection between the two of you, two of us, that is, sorry. And I just feel like, you know, playing with those 3 it's just boring, it's just, you know, it's too ordinary, and I don't think you'll get anything on your resume by doing that. Interesting. So, Lexi's come up to me and she's like, you know, I get good vibes from you and I want to take out Kelly with my side. If you join, that would be a majority. And I feel like you should do it, because if you just follow your a proposed alliance, it'll be ordinary and you won't have anything good on your resume. I mean, that's kind of pushing it. However, I never intended on taking Kelly to the end, because that would be dumb of me to do that twice. So I will eventually want to take her out. The question is tonight the right time to do so? Because she has said she's got allies on that side. So if she makes it to the merge, it might be harder to take her out because there's more numbers on her side and stuff. And I wouldn't be able to manipulate a vote to take her out. But she is willing to work with me, and I do trust her more than Lexi. So while I do understand and I do kind of want to do the move, tonight might not be the right time to do so. So are we still doing Jim? Yes. Yeah, Jim. I mean, I suppose he's the biggest threat on that side. I mean, I don't see Rob though. Look, Rob, I will admit, has not 100% willing to work with you guys, as he's got good connections with them. I'll continue to try and convince him, but really, I think if the 4 of us are good, we really don't need them. Hopefully tonight, things go the way I'm expecting them to go. Even if Rob doesn't work with us, we should have a 4 on Jim, and that would be a pretty good way to end what has been a pretty lackluster pre-merge, as I said earlier. I feel like I might not work with Mike long term. I feel like I'm probably going to work with my Patagonia 3 longer than most, because it's an alliance that, you know, had really been formed before we'd even met, because we'd all knew each other before we even got to the same beach. So it's just a pretty easy alliance, and it's a cruise alliance, and it's a group of people that I've worked for basically 39 days in season 6. Dude, so my 3, the Patagonia 3, is doing Jim, and I'm willing to do that because I don't trust Jim. I know that, but I do it. I'm in the same position I was before. I really think, because my side are doing Kelly. Huh, why Kelly? Well, we kind of feel like it's time to take out a winner. Do you see now why I really can't work with that side? Oh yeah. But like, you can kind of consider it. I mean, they're just looking to take out Kelly because Kelly's a big threat. And I mean, I know you and Jim don't have I don't think you and Jim are going to work well together, but I think if you took out Kelly, you might be able to gain trust with those 2. And, you know, if you work with those 4, you know, I feel like they're just using you as a vote. How do you know that those 2 aren't using you as a vote and they're not going to use me as a vote? Because they trust me. I feel like I'm their 3rd wheel at the moment, and as long as you're willing to work with me, they'll be willing to work with you as well. it's hard because the willingness to take out a winner from those two is really putting me off working with them. I mean, taking out Kelly is one thing, but taking out her because it's time to take out a winner is another thing. Because if it's time to start taking out the winners, and I'm a winner, you know, they're potentially only going to be using me for a vote, so eventually I'll be going home pretty soon after Kelly goes, if Kelly is to go. However, I might have to leave Rob in the dust tonight, and I think that's the smartest move. I really don't want to, because I really trust Rob, and I want to work with him tonight. However, potentially the best move for my game is to just simply take out Jim. That's just where I sit. I'm open to, you know, keep my options open and take out Kelly if it means I can stick with Rob, but it's all about making the best move for me tonight. What's going on? Well, that side are voting for you. I kind of thought so. And I try to get Mike on board, I just don't think he's willing to do it because we are voting for a winner, and I think that kind of put him off. Well, I've got Madison and she said she was open to doing it. Look guys, I appreciate all the work you've been doing because if really the only thing to get this move going was you guys, because I don't think they were going to trust me very much. So if I'm to go home tonight, don't really cry over me. No, I don't think I will. Yeah, neither. Thank you guys, that's reassuring. Just obviously this is joking, right? Yeah, absolutely. Cool. I'm not ready to go home tonight, but if I do, I will laugh in the face of it because it's just a game after all. For $1 million, of course I don't want to go home tonight. I'm putting a lot of faith in my allies, and I know they can pull this off to get me to stay here and potentially take out Kelly. This move has nothing to do with me tonight. It's all in the power of my allies and whether Mike or Madison sees the potential in taking out Kelly. They might not, and that will send me out of the game, and that makes me nervous. But, you know, I guess I could say I've enjoyed it. So is the plan still Josh? I think that's the simplest move. We're still going to be splitting the vote. I mean, yeah, I guess so, but I mean, I really don't think he's found it. Really? Well, have you seen him actually even look? Good point. Good point. I mean, he's pretty good at getting them though. I just don't think he has. I think it's safer for us to put 5 votes on him. I mean, like, I kind of said I wanted to. Like, you could put the votes on me, but obviously I don't want to be going home. And who else wants to put 2 votes on themselves? That's kind of what I thought. So, I mean, maybe we can like spy on him in increments, but I really don't think he's got the idol. Of course Josh could have the idol, but I don't want 2 people to put votes on me. God, no. I would rather Josh pick who goes home, because that would just be better. You know, it might still be me, but it might not be, because at the moment I don't think Josh views me as a threat. So it'll be one of the other 3 overall. However, Josh still wants to work with me, kind of. It doesn't really know about like the entire thing that I've been doing, so maybe I'll be able to learn some information. So is your goal still to take out one of the winners? Well, I've been thinking about it, right? Realistically, those 3 are going to be voting for me. Yes. I have a feeling that if we can get Jessica on board, and I feel like you should go and do this because Jessica's going to trust you over me, I think we could just potentially take out Marjorie, because I think she's got a good social game, but she's also very smart. And that's kind of half the reason why I voted out Grace. But I kind of just want to keep the winners around as shields still. I think that's still in my playbook at the moment. She want to take out Marjorie now. Ironically, I think it's the best move. Tonight, I want to take out Marjorie because she's as smart as a whip, and she's also very social. She gets people to like her very easily. And I still feel like the winners could be used as meat shields for me. I really think that, because if I've got shields, it allows me to do moves behind the scenes. You know, people are still going to always want to target me, but like I said, I've still got the winners as shields, and I've also got them as potentially easy votes coming into the merge. And I think that's more important than an easy vote now. My plan is Marjorie, Jerry, and George are most likely going to vote for me. Now, if I get Jessica and David to vote with me to take out Marjorie, that leads to a tie, which I think will be very easy to get Jerry and Georgia to flip, because I don't think those two will go to rocks for Marjorie. They know I'll go for rocks, most definitely, because then I'll be safe and everyone else will draw rocks. But those two going to rocks, I don't think they'll do it for Marjorie. So Josh has completely changed his plan. What's he done? Well, he wants to take you out, actually. Me? Yeah. I mean, he seems pretty adamant. So what do we do? Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. We just keep sticking our votes on Josh. Easy vote. Yeah, I'm kind of down for that. He just throw my name up there. Or we have the power. Oh, this is like a season 6 thing. Exactly. We have the power to take out any one of those three, because we've got 2 votes on Josh, 1 vote on Marjorie, and 3 of us here can vote for whoever we want. Now, we could just simply vote for Josh, and I'm down for that because I don't trust Josh in the slightest. Yeah, and I think it is the smartest move. You were saying we should do something more interesting. Oh, I'm proposing we should do something more interesting, and that is taking out one of the winners. I'm actually more open to doing that now than I was before. However, I'm going to try and prevent myself from saying that we should do that, because I just think it's smarter to take out Josh. You never know. I'll come back, I'll let you guys think about it, I'll come back to talk to you later, because I think there's an opportunity here. Well, I do want to take out Josh, we do have an opportunity to make a big move. So tonight, me, David, and Jessica hold all the power, and I think the smartest move is to take out Josh. Jessica is theorizing that there's an opportunity to take out a winner, which I see, and I'm open to. However, wise ladies like myself will always make the smartest move. The smartest move theoretically is to take out Josh. However, you know, I still just want to have a bit of fun, because who knows how long I'm going to be here for. So, keep things simple tonight. Yes. Once we get to the merge, as long as Mike and Kelly are still there, we have an excellent opportunity to make one of the more interesting alliances. Now, it has been a winner alliance, I just remembered about that. However, we could make it brilliant. Very interesting. I mean, I'm down to doing this. I just don't know how long it's going to last. Probably won't last very long, but you said you had connections with Mike? Yes, I have connections with Kelly. Being those 4 together, it's a strong alliance. It's a very, very strong alliance, and no one will see it coming. Get a minute winner, a 2-time winner. How cool would that be? Yeah, I guess that seems interesting. That is going to change a lot. You guys need to talk to you. About what? What is it? Well, I just overheard a conversation between Jerry and Georgia. Now, they want to do the simple vote, right? Yeah, we're down to doing that as well. Yes, which I understand. However, once they get to the merge, and if Mike and Kelly are still there, they're going to try and set up a winners alliance. Huh. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't have seen that coming. Exactly, that's why it's so dangerous. No one sees the 4 winners working together. So I mean, that kind of changes things. Do we take out a winner tonight? Or do we keep it simple and take out Josh? Well, I will admit that every time the conversation's been brought up, I thought about it more, but now there is actually something on the line here other than it just being an entertaining big move. This could be a strategic move as well. I would like to take out a winner tonight. I couldn't convince my alliance thoroughly enough to take out a winner. We wanted to take out Josh, and I was down for that because I don't trust Josh. However, the idea of a winners alliance once merge hits is dangerous, and especially when no one would see it coming, makes it even more dangerous. So tonight, I think my side really needs to consider taking out a winner tonight. But however, my side have got 3 options tonight. We hold all the power, and I love it. It's beautiful. This game so far has been pretty sweet for me so far. Welcome, Shapira tribe, to your first tribal council as a new tribe. So, Nick, you came second in today's challenge. How do you feel? Well, it was basically the equivalent of an individual immunity challenge today, Jeff. So, as a challenge beast, and Rob will probably feel the same, we could be potentially targeted tonight. And the fact that we haven't heard our name isn't really reassuring at all, because you never know really in this game. So, Madison, is the simple vote going to happen tonight? Because I could only assume that you guys think there's a merge coming up. We do think there is a merge coming up. It kind of just, normally after 18 days the merge happens, and we kind of feel like it will happen again. So yeah, we could just do a simple vote out the person who is in the minority to just get there. However, if you do that, you are discarding every option, and you've got to take every option into consideration in this game. Mike, do you agree with that statement? Absolutely, Jeff. Tonight, I'm very worried because I don't know if I'm going to make the right move tonight. I could vote for the wrong person, and that could completely betray people's trust, but that's the risk you take when playing this game. Okay, well, enough said. It is time to vote. Jim, you'll start us off. Kelly, tonight is the night to take out the winner. I'm sorry, but you've got to go. Jim, this time, I don't need a stone to take you out. See you later, mate. I'll go tally the votes. Okay, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No? Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, Jim. Second vote, Kelly. That's 1 vote Jim, 1 vote Kelly. Third vote, Jim. That's 2 votes Jim, 1 vote Kelly. Fourth vote, Kelly. We're tied again. 2 votes Jim, 2 votes Kelly, 3 votes left. Fifth vote, Jim. That's 3 votes Jim. Sixth vote, Kelly. We're tied again. 3 votes Jim, 3 votes Kelly, 1 vote left. The 7th and final vote, and the 6th person voted out of Survivor All-Stars, Kelly. What? Who the hell flipped? It was me, guys, I'm sorry. Kelly, that's 4, that's enough for tonight. I'll need you to bring me your torch. Kelly, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Okay, grab your torches back to camp. We'll bring in the next group. Welcome, Saboga, to the second tribal council of this double tribal council ceremony. Alright, Jessica, how does it feel to be the only person out of the 13 castaways, well now 12 castaways, to be immune? Great, Jeff, it really does, because who knows what's going to happen tonight. And I know that because, well, we've all played this game before. I mean, there's no hidden fact that this game is never as simple as it seems. Georgia, do you agree with that statement? I do, but I sure hope that tonight isn't complicated as it was the last tribal, because, well, it was crazy. I was about to bring that up. Josh, you played an idol last tribal for David, and Grace went home. Do you think you could be targeted? I would be surprised, Jeff, if I wasn't targeted tonight. I think I knew what I was doing, making that move, so if I'm not targeted tonight, you know, I'd be surprised. Do you think you're going home? No. Jerry, what do you think? Is that just too cocky for you? Well, we're about to find out. Okay, well, with that, it is time to vote. Marjorie, you'll start us off. Marjorie, another smart person has to go home tonight, and unfortunately, you're that person. Josh, you think you're controlling this game? Well, let me tell you, tonight, I'm about to blow shit up. I'll go tally the votes. Okay, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No? Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Marjorie. That's 1 vote Marjorie. Second vote, Josh. That's 1 vote Marjorie, 1 vote Josh. Third vote, Josh. That's 2 votes Josh, 1 vote Marjorie, 3 votes left. Fourth vote, Jerry. That was our blue. That's 2 votes Josh, 1 vote Jerry, 1 vote Marjorie, 2 votes left. Fourth vote, Jerry. What the hell? We're tied. 2 votes Josh, 2 votes Jerry, 1 vote Marjorie, 1 vote left. The 6th vote. And the 7th person voted out of Survivor All Stars. Jerry. Whoa. Damn it. Checkmate. Jerry, that's free. That's enough for tonight. I'll need you to bring me your torch. Revenge for season 1? Yeah, you know it, man. Good job. Jerry, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, another big blindside rocks this game. What will become of you and the other tribe? Only time will tell. Grab your torches back to camp. Good night. Well, that certainly was disappointing. I knew it wasn't the most engaging pre-merge for me, but I knew I just had to rebuild.
Unfortunately, I didn't really get an option to do that because, well, I was blindsided, but as far as the season's been so far, I'm not entirely surprised. It's been what incredible season with a lot of roller coaster turns, and I was just a casualty of what was some good planning by, I presume, the people who voted me out.
Well, that's the end of my tale. I'm glad I was a winner. I'm glad I was brought back as an all-star. I would have loved for it to go on further though. Damn it, damn, they got me. I knew Jessica held a grudge. I knew it.
I mean, if you're ever looking for a classic blindside, this is the perfect example. I mean, from the situation I think she was in, she held the majority of the power, and she delivered a blow that I certainly didn't see coming. So, this is just classic Survivor play done right.
In all honesty though, I loved this game. I loved this season. It's a shame it was cut short, but man, what a journey.